Changing mags.
This shit gonna be pathetic. When Rant come out, it's gonna be pathetic as fuck. Alright, last one.
Rally on marked cohorts. Reloading.
He's just not playing the game right. Hold on. Cause you know what? Game's over. I gotta go. I gotta go. Okay? I might catch y'all. My man said laugh out loud. I gotta go. Alright. When I say listen to what I'm saying, folks, listen. When I say that when it comes to the blame pie, listen to what I'm saying. When it comes to the blame pie of like what's wrong with this game, it's the community of gamers, bro. It's 70% the community of gamers. 15% can be split between Activision, Treyarch, Microsoft, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, whoever works or produces or publishes this game. They get 30% because of the store and all the dynamics in the game, the lack of transparency, lack of updates, the firing a bunch of employees. Is the game is not where it's supposed to be, folks. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's just not there. So they get their 30 to something plus percent, and the community of gamers. Did you guys see how those guys played that specific match? I might upload this as a video. Okay, the whole freaking thing. All right, just this last little tidbit, this little last little part of it. Just so people can understand, when I say that it's the community of gamers that's the problem with this game, I am not mincing no words. I'm pointing direct fingers at a lot of y'all. And a lot of y'all commentators, a lot of y'all streamers on whether it be the Twitch platform, the YouTube platform, Kick, whatever. Like, you guys are a large part of the problem. That's the reason why I say 70% of the problem with this game and this community is the people in the community themselves. It's the gamers. It's the way that they play the game, and the experience is horrible. The experience is horrible. You guys just got done seeing the average and a typical performance of random teammates when you're playing this game. I'm on a look. I'm on the other side of the map. I clearly marked it. I went down there. The first thing that I saw was a loadout. They gave me my loadout off break. The only thing they didn't give me was my lethals. They gave me both of my guns and they gave me bullets. Right, just for landing over there. I opened up maybe. I mean, I opened up how many caches, man? How many boxes did I open up? I opened up like at least 15 or 16 in like 2 minutes. And my teammates dying, dying, dying. One of the guys left the game. It's typical Warzone randoms experience. And it's horrible. It's terrible. It's awful. Like all of the shortcomings, listen to what I'm saying now. All the shortcomings that Activision has with the game, we realize that, we recognize that, we acknowledge that. Microsoft has to step in at some point. Treyarch is the worst studio that they could put on this game. Okay? But you guys have to understand that at some point you have to stop pointing the finger at Activision. Stop pointing the finger at Treyarch, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Raven. You have to Microsoft, whoever in the hell is in charge of these games or this game in particular. You have to stop pointing the finger at them and then start pointing the finger at yourself. Okay? You have to start pointing the finger at yourself. And I've done that. I've done that as a part of this community. I've done that and I said, look, the game is not where it needs to be. I need to spend less time playing this game. I need to spend less time streaming this game. I need to spend less time playing randomly with randoms on this game. I need to just deviate away from those things. I need to play more competitive modes. Or I just need to not play the game at all. If I feel as though at the 30% is just not doing enough of what they need to do, then I need to just kind of back off of that game. You understand what I'm trying to say? But the main reason why I would stop playing this game is because more so of the community than it is the developers at this point. Like I expect for the developers to give us a few cool things, but I don't expect for them to give us everything that we're asking for. I don't think that they are capable. So I can't hold them to an unrealistic standard. That's what this is about. It's about the unrealistic standards of not just myself but large portions of the community, and we have to be transparent. Those are some of the worst teammates that you could possibly get on this game ever, like possibly ever. So when people talk about there being a large skill gap in this game, of course there's a large skill gap because there's a lot of people that get on here and they're like, duh, let me shoot, get 10 kills. Like I'm trying to play to get a loadout. I said that the game prior. I was like, I want to play to get loadouts. I want to play to have money at the end of the game. I want to play to not have to resurge. Like you're playing resurgence correctly when you don't have to resurge, or when you don't have to bring your teammates back a lot. All right, that's how you know you have a good team. That's how you know that you're playing the game right. Is when you don't have to resurge, and at the end of the game, you have money to either buy people back or have kill streaks or stuff like that of that nature to help you win the game. That's the game at its core. That's how the resurgence mode is supposed to be played. All right, but that experience right there makes me not want to log on here. It makes me not want to co-op on here randomly. It makes me just not want to play the game at all. The majority, like I'll say the vast majority, 70% of the problem with this game is the community. Is the Call of Duty community at its core. And we talk about everybody, for real. We talking about everybody from your streamers to to your little Johnnies and the guys that let their little kids come on here and play. Like it's weird. Like I know like when you were a kid, when I was a kid, like yeah, I played Sonic the Hedgehog. I played Super Mario Brothers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Simpsons, all those games. I used to play all those games on the Sega Genesis and the what is it called? The NES. I played it on NES. Um, yeah, I played all those things, man. Like I had it back, I had it good back in the day, but I had a balance between playing those games and going outside and touching grass. And hopefully, those kids have a balance between the two. Um, this gaming franchise is in so much trouble. It's in so much trouble, and the community is not being held accountable for their actions and the way that they're playing the game. Um, and when you play the game as much as I do, and you boot in with players like I do, like it's depressing. Like there needs to be like a new ranking system for the quality of player. There needs to be a quality of player ranking that you have on here. Does the player back out? Does the player make a smart decision? Does the player go for contracts? Does it play objectives? Not just kill death ratio. And all those things need to be factored into quality of player and sportsmanship. And well, I can't say it's sportsmanship because this is technically a first person shooter that you can play as a co-op, but bruh, the experience of playing this is just not good. And this is coming from somebody that has no skin in the game. I'm not being paid by Activision, Microsoft, none of those guys that I named off. The experience is just not good. It's just not. So let me know how you guys feel, man. Am I just rambling at this point, or do I have a point in saying that the blame pie is way more towards the community side than it is towards the developers? Because we know what it is. I'm not going to sit up here and say that the Activision with Ricochet, like they don't have a part of this, like they don't have a good portion of it, like they do. But at the end of the day, it's the community. Like the community has to stand up and say they had to stop buying buying this game. They have to stop buying the bundles. It's the community. It's the community at large. We have to stop playing this game as frequently. We have to make sure that their retention numbers go down. Like I've only been on here for this stream. I've only been on here for a little bit over an hour and a half. Like I said, I was planning on doing that. Being on here a little bit after 7, but before 10. I don't do no late nights with this because the later in the day that you get, the worse that the game becomes to play.